And this year, I've got the privilege to once again arrange and organize for 2025 Department of Animal Science Sheep Feedlot Challenge. I think this is a key part of our curriculum where we marriage the academic part of a 4-year professional degree with a practical. So students had a week of working with sheep, having lectures, learning about formulation and which raw materials are important. And today it all accumulated at processing day, the day before we start feeding the animals. And I think the students really enjoyed it. We've got 4 great groups mentored by students who previously did this challenge as well. And it's very nice to see how students grow every year being part of this activity. So looking forward to the results. We've got great sponsors in terms of feed from Molatech, health for Tevesi and Karong. And those sponsors are here daily and actively interacting with students. And I think that's also part of the advantage of having a practical like this, is giving the opportunity to students to interact with industry and vice versa. And that's something that they don't always get in the classroom. So yeah, looking very much forward to this year's challenge.
So vaccine programs can be quite different between different farming operations depending on what the risk factors and all of that are. Normally we include a multivalent clostridial vaccine, a respiratory vaccine. Those are the 2 most common conditions we're likely to experience in a feedlot. We're normally going to include multi-minerals just as a supportive system to these animals who are often under a lot of stress. We do implant these animals with a steroidal implant, and they're often blocked with antibiotics just to ensure we don't battle with any pneumonias at the same time. So the biggest thing I wanted to hit home for the students is a feedlot is a completely unnatural environment. You're taking animals from different areas, we're co-mingling them, so that's saying from different areas under high stress. So respiratory disease is probably the biggest challenge we face in these intensive setups. They've got a very small lung field, being ruminants, and they've also got an anatomical feature called the tracheal bronchus. So this small opening leads directly into the right cranial lung lobe, and that predisposes ruminants excessively to pneumonias. When we were giving the students their lectures, the topic of biosecurity was really important, all because of the massive foot and mouth disease outbreak we're battling with at the moment. I really hit it home with them that biosecurity is essential in these compartments. They need to come with their greens and gumboots to the farm. They need to go through the footpaths, and after they've fed their sheep and done their daily checks, the greens need to come off and they go home in their civvies. We cannot risk having any diseases coming out on this farm because the economic consequences of such will be devastating. I think the students actually did a fantastic job. I could see they really were confident, and I must credit the program itself. They are comfortable with animals. We had to just guide them and show where to inject, but once they've got the hang of it, then I just stood back and let them run with it.
Ons het gevoel is belangrik om betrokke te wees weer eens by die Feedlot Challenge die jaar, omdat die volgende generasie van veekundiges en veeartse is wat in die industrie inkom. So ons wil ons naam 'n bietjie daar uitkry en vir hulle wys die belangrikheid van om goeie kwaliteit produkte te gebruik, om die diere gesond te hou en om produksie op te kry. Soos almal weet, is dit belangrik om jou diere te ent wanneer jy by voerkraal inkom, omdat dit nou diere is van verskillende groepe wat meng in 'n vreemde omgewing en is 'n stresvolle tyd om hulle te ent, om hulle te beskerm teen siektes. Van die groot probleme in voerkraal is Clostridiums. So ons het ons 10-in-1 Clostridium entstof geborg, wat hulle beskerm teen 10 van die groot Clostridium stamme wat probleme is in voerkrale. Clostridiums is bakterieë wat natuurlik voorkom in die spysverteringskanaal van hierdie diere, maar omdat hulle nou van die weiding na hoë energie rantsoen toe skuif, is daar baie meer substraat wat by die bakterieë uitkom, so dit gee hulle kans om te prolifereer en vinnig te groei, wat dan die siektes veroorsaak. Hulle word ook ontwurm, wat van die wurms in die maag ontslae raak, wat dan ook veroorsaak dat meer kos by die bakterieë uitkom. So dit is sorg gegee, wat dan hulle beskerm daarteen. Veral bloednier wat 'n groot probleem is met hierdie diere. Ja, bloednier is, soos ek gesê het, word veroorsaak deur die Clostridiums wat normaalweg in die spysverteringskanaal aankom, maar wanneer hulle nou baie kos kry van die hoë energie rantsoene, dan gee dit hulle kans om te groei, hulle skei hulle toksine af wat dan in die bloed na die niere toe gaan wat dan die niere beskadig en die diere siek maak. Ons het ook vir hulle ons dubbelaksie ontwurmer endolint gegee wat hulle beskerming bied teen rondewurms en teen lintwurms. Rondewurms, veral jou haarwurms, is 'n groot probleem veral by hierdie skape omdat hulle van aangeplande weiding afkom wat heel jaar besproei word en as gevolg van die matige winters wat ons gehad het, is die lading in die veld nog steeds baie hoog. So die wurmlading wat in die skape inkom is baie hoog en hulle word ernstig uitgedaag deur haarwurm. Saam met dit het ons vir hulle verskeie vitamiene en minerale aanvullings gegee. Eerste is kompleks plus A en E vir skape en bokke. Ons het dit vir hulle gegee by prosesering om seker te maak dat hulle die regte kombinasie van minerale en vitamiene inkry. Want soos ek genoem het, is dit 'n stresvolle tyd vir hulle om weg van hulle maas af geskuif te word in die voerkraal in. So dit maak dit seker hulle het alles wat hulle immuunstelsels nodig het om enige siektes te beskerm en om seker te maak hulle het alles wat hulle nodig het om te groei. En toe het ons by tweede prosesering vir hulle ons ander vitamien, mineraal en aminosuurmiddel, UP-Agric gegee. Ook net om hulle 'n boost te gee in die laaste fase van die voerkraaltyd. En Cairoligo wat van Chiron Labs afkom wat ook vitamiene en minerale aanvul om seker te maak dat die diere groei soos hulle moet. Vitamien A is belangrik omdat dit die diere help om hulle epiteelweefsel gesond te hou en sterk te hou. Dis die eerste leier van defense teen siektes. So om dit gesond te hou, beskerm die diere 'n bietjie beter. Hierdie diere ook wat nie baie groen weiding, groen grasse inkry nie, is ook geneig om tekort te wees aan vitamien A, soos maak dit seker ons hou daai dinge reg en dat die diere genoeg van dit inkry. UP-Agric, ons is 'n B-kompleks. Hy het 'n klomp ander minerale ook by, as ook 'n kombinasie van aminosure, om seker te maak dat die proteïen verhoudings wat die diere inkry goed is, dat die regte hoeveelheid aminosure in het om vinnig te groei en hulle gesond te hou. Okay, ons het ook ons Ivermax 1% gegee wat 'n 1% ivermectin middel is. Dis 'n spuitbare antiparasitiese middel, so dit beskerm hulle teen interne parasiete wat bloed suig en dan ook eksterne parasiete soos jou bosluise en myte en die tipe goed wat ook bloed van buite af suig. So is maar net 'n alom antiparasitiese middel om van interne en eksterne parasiete ontslae te raak.
Ek sien uit om actually te sien of daar iets gebeur hoe hulle adaptation is, hoe hulle eet, hoe hulle reageer tot die kosse, hoe hulle reageer tot ons, om hulle te leer ken en natuurlik net soos te sien hoe hulle groei, jy weet. Ons het vandag geleer hoe om in te spuit, hoe hulle in die kampe te separate. Die inspuiting was vir my, dit is, jy weet, ons word altyd net gesê subcut, intermuscular, maar nou kon ons dit actually fisies doen en dit almal het 'n kans gehad om dit te kon doen.
So the biggest thing I've learned today was adaptation period is important, both for the efficiency of the feed and for animal health. One of the problems we encountered today was processing, as it's our first time, but with the expert advice of Dr. Jared and all the other people here, it made it a simple task. So the thing I'm looking forward to the most is watching the sheep grow over the next 60 days in each stage, changing from adaptation to full-on feed.
I think I'm looking forward to observing how our sheep grow and also if we can complete the challenge without having any health issues or any complications like that. So yeah, just looking forward to seeing it through properly. We expect to find quite a lot of defecation within our feed bunkers. So yeah, that will have to be something that we'll look out for. And then obviously when we're done adaptation, so on day 10, then we do expect our feces to be a bit loose, so we're going to look out for that. Other than that, we're all quite excited to see what happens. Today we did the vaccinations on ear implants, and it was a first for me with regards to ear implants, and it was really fascinating to see how it's done and how quick you can actually do quite a lot of sheep. Well, a small hiccup was our sheep kind of ran away from us over here when we were trying to herd them, but we managed to get them back. So the ewes were okay. The rams troubled us a bit when it comes to herding them into their pens. So next time I think we'll have to just be a bit more careful with the rams.
So I'm looking forward to see the growth potential on our ration that we formulated, and just getting to do some practical hands-on work with the animals. We actually experienced very few problems today. I suppose the working with our lambs, people are not haven't quite learned how to work with the animals properly yet, but I'm sure over time we're going to get used to the lambs and they're going to get used to us.